Elbis and Elbis Album Review Show.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the Elbis and Elbis Album Review Show. I'm joining with Elbis.
Alright, pal.
Today we're doing another album review.
Second of the evening.
Yeah, it really
and
is.
the reason we
Turd.
are...
Turd.
Is it really?
Yeah, Turd.
Oh my god.
We did the Horsemore 10s, we've done...
Yeah, we did, didn't we?
Yeah,
no,
we're
I don't
doing,
want no
what do you call it?
fans slagging us off saying we do hardly
Well,
doing
absolute
well.
workhorses. We go on about how we just put the work in every week for enough fans, and then they go slanging us off. We'll get stuffed because we're proving that Elbis and Elbis have one of the most
Well, the problem
energetic
was, if we're honest, the problem
tanks
is that we didn't really enjoy the last one, the Eagles did. We didn't really enjoy it.
I was sick of it.
Wasn't so much the songs, or we're not slagging the Eagles off as much, we just didn't enjoy the album.
It just wasn't for me.
And it puts us on a real downer, doesn't it?
Yeah,
when it's an album like that. So
almost,
we're hoping that ZWL, let's just say,
I almost
will
put the taxi
today.
on, didn't I?
Hang on a minute.
Oh,
Get
hang
the
on.
subcomputer.
Wake up.
We're hoping.
Wake up. Come on. Jesus.
We're hoping that.
Give it a whack. Here we go.
We're hoping that old Soupy will pick us a
Whoa.
diamond.
I'm absolutely
time.
begging for it. Elvis.
Well, we need to get a new
Oh, God, yes. we
new
do.
entry.
Well, you know what to do, pal. It's your.
Hang on. Oh no, I didn't get it right that
Shoot
time.
it down the pipeline.
Oh yes. Here it
Come on,
comes.
here we go. Yes.
Let's made it through.
Hang on. There it is.
It's on
There
there.
it goes. Right into the whip.
It's on there.
Well.
Get your binoculars
I
out.
will get my big bulging binoculars
Hang on a
out.
minute, we're doing Elvis Predicts. Of course we are.
Jesus.
Still
Well,
3-0 for those fans who are
Actually,
wondering.
yes, we will, because I have a feeling this could be 3-1 here.
Astral feeling.
I've got an astral feeling. I've had an astral twinge.
Last time you had an
Let's just say-
astral twinge, you had a Northern Irish
Whoa,
feeling.
well, let's just say.
In any case, I'm actually not having any kind of
I
astral
had an astral
twinge.
accident. Let's just say.
I don't want to know about that. Pal.
Well,
In any case, get your binoculars
I'll get my
out.
big bulging binoculars out one sec. Here we go. Oh, yes. Hang on a minute. Let me just have a look. Here we go. Right on the wheel today, we've got Airborne Hymns by Devolve. Led Zepp 3 by Led Zepp.
Well, a partially eponymous album.
The Stone Roses by the Stone Roses.
A fully eponymous album.
Toys in the Attic by Aerosmith.
A bloody awful attempt at an accent.
Moseley Shoals by Ocean Colour Scent.
Nothing to say about that one.
Transformer Lou Red.
Nothing to say about that one.
The Man Who by Travis.
New entry.
The new entry on the wheel is The Man Who.
Alright.
Sorry.
Get back on the oh no, you've got to go over
Here
there.
we go.
haven't you?
Yeah, bloody hell,
sorry,
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, it's these new glasses I've got on that makes you look fair.
I will take the walk over to the wheel, shall I? Oh, hang on, we're the Elbis Predicts.
Elvis Predicts, yeah, sorry, I forgot about that.
You're the wise
Well,
one. you
Elvis
should
the
go
Wise
first.
goes Fog because
Come on, hurry up.
he's the wisest.
Go on.
And this week, I think I'm going to go for
Oh, yeah.
Toys in the Attic by Aerosmith.
Well, I've had an astral twinge.
Well.
And let me just tune into the astral world. Hang on a minute. Yeah, I'm seeing it. My prediction is, Elvis the Impetuous here is going to predict that the wheel will produce Airborne Hymns by the Vav.
Oh, you wouldn't mind if it did.
I
Now, why
never
don't
would.
you take the walk?
I'll take the walk.
See you in a bit, pal.
See you in a bit. Alright, I'm here. And well, we've gone through the album few names. We've done all that jazz. So now it's time to fire up those perflops. Come on.
Yes.
Come on. Oh! Oh! Hang on.
It's that's it.
Oh!
I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Come back
Yes.
to the recording
Oh,
area.
yes.
Come back to the recording area, pal.
Oh, yes.
We'll
I'm
discuss
back at the recording area with
We'll
Elbis.
discuss it.
Hang on.
I don't know what you've done here, pal.
Jesus Christ, I've got a bit of a tangle, let's just say.
Yeah.
A
So what do you do about that
tantalising,
wire?
a tantalising tangle, some might say.
Yeah, dress it up as you like, but you made a right mess of this.
Yeah, but
In any case, he's back at the recording area now.
Well,
All right,
yeah, and it took me a bit.
Now, Now that's
Yeah,
interesting, and
well,
I'm
as you just said,
incredibly happy
I
with
am-
this because
I am so
although let's just say neither of us gained a
Yes.
point, I'm still feeling
Yes,
it up.
yes, yes.
And it is Moseley Shoals by Ocean Coliseum.
Oh,
So, hang on a minute, I better
Moseley
reprogram Duke, haven't I?
Oh my god, you messing about doing all this. You're chatting to the fans like you've got no
Yeah,
jobs to
no,
do.
pal,
What am I
yeah,
supposed to do now? Now
yeah,
I've got to
not
sit
too
here
bad.
in silence.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do?
Well, tell the news.
Oh, the
Big
news. Oh yeah, God, we've got some news. The news. Oh God, yeah. Well, I tell you what, as fans, a set of fans, you aren't gonna believe this. Seriously, when I tell you this, you're gonna be absolutely blown away. You honestly,
Give 'em
if
chatting
I
power,
was
never
if I was you, I'd be made sure you sat down. Because if you stood up, I might tell you this news and you might get a bit lightheaded.
I've got it, pal.
Oh, here we go. Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Moseley Shoals by Ocean Coliseum.
No.
Now, I'm thinking I cannot wait to get into this album.
Now, hang on a minute. Let me just say this to you.
Okay.
This album is both long in songs
Oh,
and
yes.
long in length.
Right.
It takes 54 minutes.
Well, I reckon we can do it in 30.
No,
I
we
think,
can't. It takes a long time.
well.
Well, the first song is something I know very, very well.
Now I know what the fans are thinking. They're asking the question,
Oh, yeah.
is this an eponymous album?
No.
Is this an eponymous song?
Definitely not.
Well, I'm looking at...
It's called the Riverboat Song.
Oh, it's a brilliant... Look at that. That's what I mean. Well,
Interesting.
for me, that was absolutely bloody brilliant. The
And
Riverboat
it's-
Song, it's called by the Ocean Coliseum, and for me, just a fantastic
Iconic,
start.
I would say. Absolutely brilliant.
It's just brilliant.
Now,
it really is brilliant. I don't know what to say. I mean,
Actually, I have a bit of a problem with it, and it's not their fault. Now, back in the 90s, when I was a cool cat and man about town, let's just say.
well, I can't say.
The thing was, there used to be like a show on. I can't remember what it was called. It was Chris Evans used to do it, and it was on a Friday night.
TFI,
Something like that,
TFI
yeah.
Friday.
And before you went out, when every guest come on, they'd play that sort of riff.
Chris
A
Evans.
very effective riff,
Well,
I must say.
I've got to say.
But
it
that
was.
kind of took the shine off the song for me a little bit because I started to get sick of it a little bit.
Yeah.
But when I first heard that song back in 1996, I just thought, wow.
I've got to say, I mean, that song emphasises the effectiveness of the
It
riff.
does.
Emphatically,
Right.
I'd say.
Yeah.
It's just brilliant.
An emphatic emphasization of the riff.
Absolutely spot on,
Yeah.
Pat. I just think that is absolutely fantastic. Everything about that song, the lyrics, the musical arrangement, the sound,
Yeah.
the just everything.
Yeah.
It's just what a start to an album.
A
that is.
cracking start to an album.
What a
It
start.
truly is.
And the thing is, now one thing we must point out on this album is, obviously the fans will have heard there that Dukey started playing the next song straight away.
Yes.
Now,
normally Dukey would get a short,
she would.
sharp
However,
punch from me.
However,
That's not to say I'm going to
you would want it with the
She
axe.
needs, or they need this
Yes,
discipline.
they would. However, we're going to let her off because the genius behind this album is the tracks play. The tracks transition from one to another.
They're automatically transitional tracks.
And it's fantastic. The flow of
it's
the
like they
album
play
is
the
brilliant.
the last note of the song is the first note of the next one.
Now, usually we
Very
love to
clever.
get when we sing like
Yeah.
Dream or Vision, maybe
Yes.
on the season.
Yes.
We love to get a copyright claim, or as we call it, a copyright compliment.
Yeah.
However, this album makes me think. It just makes me wish copyright didn't exist, because if we could play the full album, just one song after another, you would understand the transitional genius behind the album.
Well, what they've also done is it's like we like to also mix up the tracks a little bit on the
Yes.
album and suggest a different order.
Yeah, we do.
Whereby it would be impossible on this album
Oh, it would
from the
absolutely,
off,
yeah.
because if you even mixed up the tracks slightly, the last note of the song would not be the first note of the next song.
No, it won't.
If you see what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying.
So
It's just
very clever. Already, it's
genius.
up there.
It's genius
Already
already.
it's up
I just cannot wait for this next song, to be honest, Elbis.
Well, the next song is called "The Day We Caught
Oh my god.
Zitran."
What a song.
Never saw it as the start.
Oh yeah, sorry. That was the day we caught the train. Oh,
Marveloso.
Absolutely. Wow. I mean, one of the best songs ever. I'm putting it all there.
Now, this takes me back to a tremendous time
Jesus Christ.
in my teenage childhood or something. I don't know. It was a great time in my life anyway.
Yeah, well.
And I would say it was probably the happiest time I was ever alive. Not physically, I wasn't at my peak. Mentally, certainly not. But happily, possibly. It was bloody marvellous. The sun always seemed to be shining.
Yeah.
Always playing football. You're an anti-6. Magnificent. The whole thing.
It just
transports me back.
It really. I mean, that's the one thing about that song. It makes you reflect. It really does. It makes you just travel back in time almost. But it just makes you feel so good. That song to me.
It does.
It makes you feel so good about everything.
Yes.
Even though even though at the moment, the world
It's crap.
it's bloody shocking.
Yeah.
It's an absolute state at the moment.
Yeah.
However, that
the only
song
thing these lot
somehow-
probably got to look forward to is the next Elbis and Elbis pudding or review.
Us.
But
That's it.
exactly.
And I feel
doing
bad
our
for
best
you all.
for you.
I
Three
feel
today.
I feel good
Jesus
for you
Christ.
because Jesus Christ, I mean,
Ah.
Elbis and
Yeah,
Elbis,
but
we've
who
been
looks
working
after us in the
non-stop.
same way? Do you know what I mean?
Well, I'll tell you who
Nobody,
does.
but-
Ocean Colour Said. They bloody look after us.
Well
They give us the
spoken about.
music. They give us
Yes,
the music.
yes.
Elbis and Elbis, they feed off the music.
Yeah.
And that's why we were so depressed in the last one.
Yeah.
Because we was like, this isn't really giving us anything. Ocean Colour Said have stepped up. They've said, listen, pals, have a go on this. And we've gone, oh, yes.
That's
So now we're just, loving it. And with every bad thing that goes on, that song makes you think of the positive. That's what I
Correct.
love about it. I just think it's
Now-
one of the greatest ever. I really do.
We shouldn't really be saying this, but it's like I already know what the next song is.
I do.
And I am a very much a master of words. I am a
Some would say.
literary leviathan, I would say,
Well
in some
spoken.
ways.
Yeah.
And so when I hear another literary leviathan, I
Yes.
nod in their direction and I say, well spoken, pal.
Yes.
And I must say, the opening lines to this song are some of my favourite ever.
Well,
Marvelloso.
Well, what's the song, pal?
The Cycle.
Well, put it on. Well, that was the sock call. And I've got to say, just once again, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
All I've got to say is, Saturday afternoon, the sunshine pours like wine through my window.
It's a
Right,
genius
cool.
at work.
Yeah.
It's a genius
It's
at
brilliant,
work.
isn't it?
It's from two geniuses to another genius.
Yeah, that's it.
It's absolutely brilliant.
As the old saying goes, takes one to know one.
It really does.
Or it takes
I
two
mean,
to know this one.
It's
So,
it's
well, we both know individually as well.
fantastic.
So,
It's-
a remarkable composition.
I challenge anybody to go out, right, and find the first 3 songs of an album that are as good as them. I do. I challenge anyone.
Yeah, I agree. Possibly different class is good.
What first for it?
Yeah, well, we have some strong
That is
contenders.
pretty good.
But so far, I mean, if this album, and I know it doesn't, now I don't know because I haven't listened to it in years,
Oh yeah.
but because I bought this album back when it first came out in 1996, I think it was.
Yes.
Now, I seem to remember listening to the first 3, more or less, before let's say I was going out around the town. Go on,
I don't
get together with some entities.
Oh,
my
probably.
choice. However,
Probably.
female entities are my choice.
Well,
Let's just say.
probably.
However, I was quite happy with the first 3 tracks, and it sort of went downhill a bit after that. So I'm interested to see what I think about it now.
Well, I mean, back obviously, you've been wrong on a few occasions due to
I've been known to be.
to your teenage.
Well, back when I was
perceptions on
Elvis the
albums.
Impetuous.
You didn't even like Pulp before.
Now I'm Elvis the Wise, but I used to be Elvis the Impetuous.
Look at that.
before
When you was the impetuous like me, you hated Pulp.
Yeah.
But I'm a bit more of a mature impetuous one than you was.
Possibly. I'll give
Because
that,
you
pal.
hated Pulp.
Yeah, well.
I'll bloody
Well,
love it.
you've had a good educator, let's just say. I had to find my way on my
Bloody
own.
hell, I am.
So,
Don't listen to
yeah,
you.
no.
Jesus.
Anyway, the next song, it's called Lining Your Pockets, and I can't really remember what it goes
I
like.
tell you what, it's absolutely bloody brilliant, this
Oh,
song.
well, let's have a listen.
If my memory serves me right.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ, stuffed. Transitional track. There
Absolutely.
you go. Well,
Come
it
on.
wasn't a transitional track, it was a transitional transcendence.
It was a transitional transcendence.
I
Well
think
spoken.
that lining your pockets is absolutely lovely.
And poignant.
I've never. I think that song is so relevant in the present day right now, as of this moment.
In the modern materialistic.
I mean,
Society.
there might be a few people
Which
who
we have
don't
to
follow the English football.
Yes.
However, if you have, you'll probably know about the European Super League that's been going on. Obviously, that's cancelled now. But if you look at the reason why that was happening, it's because if you look at the lyrics of the song, line in your pockets for no other reason. And that's exactly what these billionaire owners are doing. They're lining the pockets for no other
Correct.
reason, and the people stopped them. The government, they line the pockets for no other reason.
Well,
I'm sick of them. I'm sick of them all.
There's a lot more. There's a lot more. doing
Oh, there really is. There's so many, that just line the pockets for no other reason, and I'm sick of them.
Now,
Elvis and
I
Elvis,
always-
almost, we give everything,
it. We do,
but
don't
we don't
Yeah.
receive a thing. But we're happy. We're happy with that. I'm not having a go.
That's
Not
true.
gonna-
That is true.
You
It's I suppose we give it out because we like to help the world.
we do.
Don't we?
We do.
And we know it's difficult times, and we know you fans, some of you have emailed us and says, God, thank you for all you do and all this. You're absolutely brilliant. Well, you don't have to email us and say that. We know we are. Do you know what I
I've
mean?
always said,
There's no
don't
point
bother.
in, but you can email us if you want, and if you're a female entity,
Listen,
you can always send a picture.
Don't
for the
bother.
Elvis and Elbis
Just
website.
don't-
Scrapbook.
don't
You
bother.
can, a female entity.
don't bother emailing us
Alright,
if you want, but
okay.
because if you wanted to email, Elvis
Maybe
and
we should
Elbis,
get on Snapchat.
listen, if
I don't know. How
don't
works.
email us because we don't want your credit. If you wanted to send an email to Elbis and Elbis
Send
at
us some
world class, Elbis and Elbis world class Gmail at G. Oh,
Don't matter.
I forgot. Anyway,
Yeah, no
I just think that line in your pocket.
Great song.
It's fantastic.
Great song.
It really is.
I
And
can't
it's-
believe I forgot what it was.
It was a soulful song, performed poignantly.
Powerfully, poignantly performed.
It
I
really,
would say.
absolutely. summed
With
up so far.
precision.
Oh, it was just brilliant.
Yeah, it was
and
good,
for
wasn't
me, them first four
good.
songs, wow, this album is
Yeah.
something. This album's a different beast.
So far, so brilliant.
It really is.
Really is.
I just hope
We're
that-
talking tier 1 at the moment, aren't we?
Oh, absolutely. I'm talking the top of tier 1 at the moment.
Well, let's wait and see.
Well, let's see what
Let's
Ocean Colour Sen can follow up with.
But I must admit, the bit where they're linking all the songs together musically,
It's fantastic,
that
isn't
is
it?
so clever.
I-
and I love that.
I
love
hate
that.
I hate the fact
love
we
that.
can't translate that across to the audience
Yeah, I
properly
know.
because of copyright reasons.
Yeah.
Well, why is copyright, thingy?
Yeah.
Because the people who are copywriting us are lining the
Yeah.
pockets for no other reason.
No other reason, exactly.
Exactly.
Well
he's hit the
spoken,
name
pal.
on the. He's hit the nail on the head.
Yes.
Simon Fowler.
Clear as rain.
Simon Fowler. Fair play, pal.
Now, the next song is called Fleeting Mind.
Well, let's have a listen. Sounds alright. Oh, well, that was Fleeting Mind by Ocean Colour Sen. I've got to say,
Not my favourite.
no, neither. But it's
If that was by, we've just given the Eagles a really hard time. We have. And in the past, we've given Fleetwood Mac a hard time. We've given a lot of big bands a hard time. Now, my verdict on the Eagles is that there was all good songs, but I didn't particularly like the album, right? If that had been on the Eagles album, we'd have probably slagged it off.
but
It wasn't great.
yeah,
I think it
but
was great.
I think that's it's tough to rate a song like that
25.
because it just all depends on the album. I mean,
It does, I suppose, but still,
I think
not my favourite, pal.
it was still a cohesive composition by the band,
But it wasn't
let's just say.
conclusive.
No, it lacked the kick in the stomach for me.
It
that.
really did, yeah. It
you
seemed
know,
to never get going, did it?
Like the first song, the Riverboat song, it was absolutely brilliant. Just the effectiveness of the riff.
No, we haven't done the bloody rating system.
Wow, turn it all up so
Well,
far.
turn it all up so far, but this is the first one I've had to make a decision on.
Yes.
And do you know what?
I'd probably just keep the album. At the point of I'd leave them all. I'd probably have to leave them all on volume up because the first few songs I just think.
Yeah, I'd turn
oh
it
my
straight
god!
up.
I
Yeah,
just
it'd
like
be
I need
straight
to
up,
just
yeah,
let's
yeah,
listen to all
yeah.
this, and then I just keep it up, and then it got to that point. I think,
Well, You're exactly right. I don't think I would turn Fleeting Man down.
I wouldn't.
But it'd be turned up from the previous song.
Yeah, it would be, yeah.
But if it came on the radio or wireless as another song, what was crap, let's say, right, and then Fleeting Man come on afterwards, I don't think I could be bothered to turn it up either. No. So it's a Stay the Same, innit? That's a classic Stay the Same. Let's just say
it missed something, that song. It was just missing that, and it was. I tell you what, it was missing. It was missing
magic.
Yes, because the previous songs had it.
It was missing magical melodies.
Lining your pockets. It was such a relatable message, a magical message, which is relatable currently,
relentlessly.
Relatable right now.
Yes.
And you know, the other two were just fantastic songs. That one, the composition was still cohesive, but as you say, it just lacked that bit of conclusiveness.
Now the next one is called 40 Past Midnight, or as some people might say, 20 to 1.
Sounds like a bit of Billy Joel.
It really does, yeah, I was just going to say.
That was
you're doing texting your courting companion.
Yes, well, I mean, I completely, as a top professional, I completely keep my personal life aside. What was that song called again, Paul?
Well, it was called One Foot Road. Oh, no, it wasn't.
It was that
one on the LCD now.
Sorry, everyone. This is so.
It's you that's done that.
It
was
was
called
40 Past Midnight. Yes.
Now, I would say.
I think it was a good tune. Actually.
Redemption, a word.
Yes.
Which means to redeem oneself, and I would say, I'm getting ghastly attacked here. I would say that Ocean Colour Scene, after a tremendous disappointment in the last song, have redeemed themselves there. I loved that song. It was really good, and it also had an effective riff, I would say.
Oh, I would absolutely agree. Yeah, I mean, I think I think so far for Ocean Colour Scene, you can tell.
I like when it went.
Yes, yeah, they absolutely sum up the.
Like that.
They absolutely sum up the.
That was the riff that was effective. If
yes,
you see what I'm saying.
The effectiveness of the riff.
Yeah.
They're absolutely brilliant at that. They can just sum up the effectiveness of a riff to a part. Yeah. For me, it's
I can't believe I
brilliant.
forgot that song was on there, but what a brilliant song. So in total, we've had turn it up, 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 keep it the same, and then we've had probably turn it up for me massively.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I completely agree with Elbis there. I mean, just that song once again, effectiveness of the riff. And just one that you can just sit back to and just think, bloody hell, Ocean Colour Scene.
Well, I think we ought to go to our next song, which is called One for the Road, because somebody is too busy texting their courting companion and they don't care about the fans. Whereas Elbis, though, why is he here? Does care, and I've been holding the fort.
Actually sending an email to one of the female attractive entities.
You've been texting your courting companion.
What you want about? I was just telling it to get put in a place.
I never knew you.
I tell you what, brilliant song.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, that was One Foot Road. I'll tell you what, it's a bloody jolly shit.
It was indeed. I almost feel like an hour has passed in some ways.
Feel like in a way his amount of time, which is quite a lot, has passed in some way. And I don't know why I feel that. It just, that song made me feel like time was just going so quick. But, and I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean it in the best possible way. If that makes
bloody good song. It was a bloody good song, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was
absolutely.
One Foot Road.
You know, One Foot Road. I think to me, One Foot Road. It was.
I do have a complaint about it though.
I enjoy saying it as well.
Now, where I would place that song is right at the end. Oh, yes. I would actually have as how many tracks.
Well, yeah, because it makes sense, doesn't it? You know, like before you go, I'd probably have it for the penultimate song.
I would have it for the ultimate song because there are 12 songs, and I would have number 11 as if it's a conclusive finish to the album, and then I would give them one for the road.
You don't know, you don't know what comes at the end. You know.
Well, no, we don't. But I'm just saying. That's the only sort of slide off we've got this
it's bloody brilliant, this album, actually. But so far, I mean, this album is just phenomenal for me. It really is. I mean, One Foot Road, it wasn't the best song ever.
No, it was alright, wasn't it?
It was just what the album needed.
Yeah.
And again, I think Ocean Colour said
Great band.
musical arrangements was absolutely brilliant. The vocal performance was brilliant. Just a brilliant band and a brilliant album so far.
I wouldn't mind going to see these actually if they are touring.
Well,
If Ocean Colour Scene are listening and you are touring in Manchester, in the
maybe
next year,
something like
perhaps,
the 23rd of December, maybe,
if you
or
wanted
maybe
to
something like
send
that.
Some free tickets, just email
Elbis
us.
and Elbis, world-class email at gmail.com.
gmail.com.
Just send them my way. pal.
Now, have you ever been walking along the street and thought, hang on a minute, what's that black thing following me?
Oh my god, well, no, I've not, not really, I mean,
Well,
it's...
I have, and you know what?
Oh god.
It's me shadow.
Oh, right. Thank God for that. Well, that was It's My Shadow by Ocean Colour Sen. And for me, it was...
I liked it.
I did. I enjoyed it.
I liked it.
But I don't know if it's called a Jolly Jit or not.
I don't know if it was.
But I don't know if it was a powerful piece either.
No, neither do I.
I don't know if it was a soulful song.
It was almost if you had a powerful piece and a jolly jit
And a soulful
and we
song.
got together, it'd be something in between.
Yeah, it's like a soulful song,
Yeah.
a powerful piece, and a what was it one?
Something
Something else.
Now, the
Listen,
thing is,
I
it's a
don't
bit
know.
like what you were saying, like about repetitive lyrics. You don't like that so much.
Yeah.
Now, there was certainly repetitive lyrics
It
at
was.
the end of that one from another song.
But it was
However,
repetitively different.
it's like I found them refreshingly familiar.
Well,
Even though that sounds an oxymoron, and it almost certainly is, I still found it fondly familiar.
see
That's
what
what I
I
was
mean, I
thinking.
see what I
Of.
mean.
Fondly
but
familiar.
in a way, as you know, Elvis, I do not like repetitive lyrics.
But I quite enjoyed that.
However, it was repetitive. However, the lyrics had changed.
They
Now,
have. Yeah, you're
that
right.
somewhat
Yeah.
like confused me a bit because I thought, oh god, well, I thought I knew the lyrics, but no, I'm not sure if I do.
Yeah.
But then in a way, I've got to say, well, it's not
when
really repetitive
when you
lyrics.
find that things are getting wild, and then it was the different bit afterwards.
Yeah, I
wasn't
don't
it?
know what it was, but
So I don't know what was going on,
I don't
but I
know.
quite enjoyed it. I did enjoy it.
just
I'll be
interesting to me.
honest.
That it was interesting how it changed, and
Yeah.
obviously, you know,
Yeah.
Ocean Colour Scene have done that on purpose, and you know, whatever the purpose is, you know, it's just a shame we don't have like a, you know, like a like a minute.
I know.
Do you know what I mean? Where you could just
I know,
type
and
something
it's not in the encyclopedia.
and
is
it,
that we've got,
no,
but-
I had a look and I couldn't find anything. But
Yeah,
it's just a shame where you just couldn't like type something into somewhere and it just give you the answer and we could tell the
Well,
people what it
it
was.
don't matter because
But
we're up to
Unfortunately,
what was that?
you know,
Song
the
9?
world hasn't sorted that out yet. So
9
sorry.
of 12.
I'm just sorry.
And we're up to now. The next song is number 10
Oh,
of
yes.
12.
Yes, yes.
Oh no, hang on a minute. No, it's number 9 next, and it's called Policeman and Pirates.
Wow.
Interesting.
Two very different people.
Well,
are
nice,
they?
yeah. In a way.
The policemen and pirates. So, well, that was policemen and pirates. And I've got to say,
Oh my God.
hang on, come
It's
on.
alright, pal. I've done it.
Brilliant song for me, that. Absolutely brilliant.
Tremendous. Now, I remember back in 1996 when I bought this song for my
yes.
CD player.
Well, did you buy the song or did you buy the album?
No, I bought the album.
Wow.
And in those days, I was always in a rush because I was always had a hot date.
Well,
You know, meeting with some
yeah,
chick
some
or something.
bloke.
Well,
Oh,
attractive female entity.
Fire.
And so, you know, I was in a rush, and so what I used to do is I used to like put this CD on, and I think I used to go 1, 2, 3, 10. And then I used to like take it out, and then I used to put another CD
Well, that
in.
just
and it was,
shows
like,
how
2, 4, 6,
impetuous
9.
you was.
I was
Not
impetuous.
even Elvis
I
the
was
impetuous,
impetuous,
right?
yeah.
Here, like the modern
I
day
was
Elvis,
impetuous,
Elvis
yeah.
impetuous.
Yeah.
Not even he would bloody skip these songs. I mean, even actually, I don't know if Elvis the impetuous is the right label for me. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Well, you are impetuous, that's for sure.
Well, I do
However,
rush into some
let's
things,
just put it this
yes.
way: the original Elvis the Impetuous
Was
aka
even more impetuous
me,
than me.
Yes, he was, but he never had an Elvis the Wise to guide him.
I think I would stretch him.
He what?
I reckon I'd stretch him.
Get
I'd
stuffed.
like just
Get
get whatever. I just
Meet
good
the
night,
blade
pal.
quickly.
Good
By
night,
the blade, we don't mean a sharp object. We mean...
Oh, you bloody wish.
Oh,
You and
stuffed
your
you.
bloody sitting on pointy fences.
Anyway,
a good song though.
it was a
brilliant,
bloody brilliant song.
I mean, this album's
I
just
loved it.
strength to strength for me. This it really
Well,
is.
it kind of went from strength to not strength to strength
Still.
again.
Well, it sort of did in a way. I mean, it was like it.
Well, I think I
The
described it
analogy-
earlier as oh no, that was the last album, a harmonic half pipe.
It was.
And
It
it's a bit
was
like that.
actually. You know what?
It
You've
is.
summed it up to a
I have,
perfect.
haven't I? Yeah.
I just think this album, it's excellent. This so far, and there's still 2 songs to go, I believe.
There is.
Or
now.
3. 2 or 3.
Yes, there is 3. So we're on the penultimate song,
Tree.
and it is called the Downstream, which is always faster than the upstream, and that's a fact. Well, not if it's synchronous rather than
You've
asynchronous, but
always.
never mind.
You've always said that.
Yeah. All right, still 20 seconds left.
Uh,
Right. Oh my God! What is this?
is this a transitional transcendence, possibly?
Well, it's the end of the album. Oh no, it's not. It's the penultimate track.
Penultimate. Oh no, is it the penultimate or the penultimate?
No, this is the penultimate, I believe.
Yeah, it's a transitional.
It's a
transcendence.
transitional, yeah. Oh, yeah.
No,
it is,
it's
yeah.
penultimate. That was the
Oh
downstream.
no, yeah, the penultimate.
Yeah, that was the downstream.
Yeah.
For where?
I would say it was neither here nor there. I wasn't that bothered about it, but I wasn't offended by it.
No, it was the. I don't know. It was the right mood for the album, I think.
In a way.
It slowed the album down, and the transitional transcendence at the end was quite interesting. Now,
It was.
as I say, I think this album would sound 10 times better if there was no copyright, and you could just play it all the way through.
Yes.
Do you know what
And
I
we
mean?
could just talk all the way through.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think this would absolutely make the album 10 times better. Unfortunately, we have to listen in, like this because of copyright and the amount of lawsuits we
Lining
filed
their
against
pockets
us.
for no other reason.
And that's not Elbis and Elbis who said that.
Yeah.
That's Ocean Colour Sen.
Exactly. They've
So,
spoken for us.
they
So
really
I would say
have.
well
They really
spoken, Ocean Colour Sen.
Well spoken, pal.
Well, anyway, we're on the penultimate track now. And I've got to be honest, I recently retrofitted, because the power Dukey was using was ridiculous. So I fitted a standalone battery onto it.
Yes.
And it's getting pretty low now. And I know I could plug it into the mains, but it means rewiring a few wires. So I'm hoping that we can get this done in the next sort of 5 or 10
What's
minutes.
your point? Bloody hell.
I'm just saying we need to hurry this up, because Dukey is about to go to
You're
sleep.
the one who's bloody...
I know, pal, I thought it was the best thing for
Jesus
everyone, but we've done
Christ,
3 today. So,
Well,
do you know what I mean?
hurry up about it then. What's the next song?
Alright,
Jesus
you got
Christ.
it bad. Oh, yes!
That was the penultimate song, which is called...
It was...
It was... You've Got It Bad.
You got it bad. What a song it was
Brilliant.
as well.
Bloody brilliant.
Bloody love that song, mate.
Yeah, I do.
Really do.
It was, this album's up there for me. It really
I think
is.
that might have been a single. I'm not sure, though.
Possibly.
I'm not sure.
Possibly.
But, you got it bad.
It's bloody brilliant, that,
Really
for
good.
me. I just... This full album's just...
Sorry, pal.
So,
I know. The dust ain't gone out of that bit
The
yet.
dust-
I know, but I had to shift
Jesus.
it.
You
Sorry.
need to sort that dust
Yeah,
out.
I know,
You
I
said
know.
you cleaned the filter.
I
You
did
said
clean
you
the
cleaned the
filter.
dust. Well,
Well,
you had done a
that
very
wasn't
good
the filter,
job.
no, it's
What
where
the hell did you clean it with?
Don't you worry about it. It's where
Jesus.
it's where that goes into the pipe there, but don't worry.
Oof.
Anyway,
Oh
it's
my
really good. Now we're gonna have to have a
Yeah.
chat soon. We have got one more song.
Well,
left,
get on
by
with
the
it.
way.
Just get on to the next song.
Now,
So we're running out
what?
of
And then
time
do you want
here.
to have the song?
Yeah, we're going to
Alright,
have to go
pal.
off air soon.
Well, the Jukey's.
This is Get Away.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
No,
Hey,
listen,
shh.
pal.
what the... Jeez, shut up. Put it down, will you? Well, that was Getaway, the finale of the album, and I've got to say,
Bit long.
Well, it wasn't. There was some instrumental influence behind
There
that
was an
song.
instrumental influence.
You know, there was quite a long time with no lyrics, just musical arrangements.
But it was alright. It was a good ending.
I didn't find it offensive, and I do. Yeah, I think it was a good ending. I think it was a good ending.
No, for me,
it couldn't have gone anywhere else for me.
Kind of felt like the type of record that they would play at the end of a concert,
Yes.
and they would say like, "Oh yeah, everybody clap Dave on the drums."
Yes, and then he'd do like a bit of a solo.
Yes,
I don't know where you've got
John
that
on the
idea
bass.
from.
I don't know, pal. John on the
sounds like
bass.
quite
they'd
an
like
impetuous idea.
Yeah, and then it'd be like, "In is
Neil
Smithy
on the
rhythm."
guitar.
And they'd be like,
And here's Dave on piano. Or whatever.
And then, what would happen is that'd be the end, and then they'd go off the stage, and everybody'd be like, "More,
they didn't even play Dave will cut the train. What's
and then
going
they'd
on?
come back on.
Get stuff to go.
Dave will cut. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I never saw it from the start. It's more a change of heart.
Anyway, good end.
The window to the
But in any case, it was a good ending. Good ending.
Yeah.
Good ending to a great album.
Yeah, I
Now-
think fantastic for me. That.
Not my favourite album.
Well, yeah.
And we're going to have a chat now, aren't we, pal?
Tier 1 for me. That.
Tier 1?
Honestly.
Oh, no, not for me.
Honestly, I'm going to.
Nah, I would go tier 2. I wouldn't put it above The Strangler, Hunky Dory by David Bowie.
I just think there is some absolutely
It's brilliant. It is brilliant, but I don't think
unbelievable.
consistently.
This band is unbelievable.
I don't
to me.
think it's got the consistently.
Actually, The Stranger is pretty good.
The Strangler, it was tier 2.
This is what I mean.
and
This is
has
the
gotta be-
job we
I'll
have.
put
I
it-
mean,
I'll put it tier 2 myself.
Everyone slags us
I
off, and this is the
Yeah.
job we have. I mean,
I know, it's
the
not
last time
easy,
I
is
listened
it?
to The Stranger
Not
was the last
easy.
time we reviewed it. Now, I mean, that is a phenomenal album.
Now, if Ocean Colour Scene are listening, we're going to say it was a bloody great album, an amazing effort, and some of the
find it
greatest
hard
songs
not
that
to
we
put it
have
into the
ever
one, though.
heard. But
Yes.
I would put it in tier 2 purely because I don't think it's better than The Stranger. I don't think it's better than Hunky Dory, and I don't think it's better than whatever else we put there. But
I don't know.
It's good.
For
It
me,
is good.
it's
good.
it's outstanding for me.
It is
I
outstanding.
I
Well,
love
tier
it.
2 is
I
outstanding.
do love it. I love it. I mean, I just think
Tier 1 is phenomenally
Day We Caught the
fantastic.
Train is one of the best songs ever.
Well,
The
I like
Riverboat
the cycle,
song
don't I?
is brilliant. The Cycle, Circle even, is brilliant.
That fourth one, whatever that was called.
The other one, brilliant. You know,
Yeah.
just nearly all of them are just brilliant.
I think it's got 4 or 5 outstanding songs on that. No, it's got. I think it's got 2 world beaters.
Yeah.
2 and 3. Then I think it's got another 3 outstanding, and then the rest of them are very good. Now, to me, it's top of tier 2, but it's not tier 1 for me, pal. But Elbis and Elbis never always agree, and it'd be a boring show if we did. And if you
I
want to
don't
put it
know.
your tier 1, then that's fair enough. But for
because
me, I
like
don't
I'm
think
thinking The
it's better than
Stranger now.
Strangler.
Now is The Stranger in tier 2?
Yeah, it's top of tier 2, but it is. It's not better than
Jesus.
The Stranger.
I'd
Or
maybe
The Strangler.
put it
That's
just
correct, yeah.
behind that then.
I
don't know,
I think The Strangler was better.
Because
Yeah, I'd rather listen to The Strangler.
The Stranger's brilliant.
Yeah. Been a difficult one though, hasn't it?
Yeah.
But I tell you
very
what,
difficult.
it was better than
But
the
can I just say,
Eagles.
Land in the Pockets is
Yeah, that's a great
such
song.
a brilliant song.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's very,
That
very
song
relevant.
spoke to your heart, didn't it?
Yeah, it really did. I think you could see it, couldn't you, pal?
I could.
You
Yeah,
was
yeah.
looking
you
at
looked-
me thinking.
Yeah, I was.
what's
Yeah,
going
it was
on?
the way he was like looking into the air. Thinking,
I was. Yeah, I'm sick of
You
this.
know,
Yeah, I was. I was thinking, I'm sick of this.
sick of everything.
But not
Yeah.
the song, just the environmental issues. Let's
No,
just say.
I'm not sick of album reviews, but I'm
Oh,
sick
I'm
of doing them
getting
today anyway.
Yeah.
Because we've done 3 today.
Yeah.
The last 2 of them, we've been in a bad mood. We've had a lot gone on today, to be fair,
Well,
fans.
there's been some.
And we've carried on doing this. There's been all sorts of shenanigans.
We've gone
going
through
on.
a lot. Yeah, we
You
have.
know, there's people saying, what you two doing these all day? Well, do something yourself. That's what we'd say to you.
Listen,
You know.
we're seen as heroes.
We
you
are,
know,
in a way.
and that's a lot of responsibility to
It is a lot of
take on.
responsibility.
However, I always say, with great power comes great responsibility.
Yes,
and
that's
I've
true.
always said that.
It is true.
And I don't know where I got it from, but I don't know. One day it just came to me, and I think that sums Elbis and Elbis up to a part. And we use our great power, and it has great responsibility, and we've
chosen to wield our power for the benefit of humanity, whereby there are other people out there who just bloody do what they want and don't do naught for anyone else.
And I'll tell you what,
don't say that about us.
If you can't come to terms with the fact Elbis and Elbis
Yeah.
are heroes in the community, then, well, two words. One begins with G, one begins with S. Get stuffed. Ocean Colour Scene, fantastic.
Brilliant
Tier
song.
2 album,
Yeah.
we've been Elbis and Elbis. You've been world class.
Elbis and Elbis. Album review. Elbis and Elbis. Album review show. The Elbis and Elbis. Album review show.